Good morning, class 8. A very warm welcome. So today is 25th of January. So advance happy Republic Day. Quick question. I have taught you this. So on Republic Day, the Constitution of India was signed or it came into force?
It
I think it
was
was signed
came
on
into
that.
force.
signed.
Came into force.
Came into force or signed? Come on.
Ma'am, signed.
Signed.
I say signed on.
It was signed
No,
on
it came into
26th of
force.
December, I
I
believe.
say signed on.
Yeah,
In
it came
Hindi,
into
like, there is
force on
two
25th
trouble.
January.
Ma'am, it came into force.
Philosophical things. Signed or came into
Ma'am,
force?
it came into
Came
force.
into
Came into force,
force.
ma'am.
Ma'am, signed.
I,
Yes, it
Ma'am,
came into force. 26th November, it was signed. The law
26th
day.
November.
All forgotten. So it took around from around 2 years some time to be written down. 26th November, it was signed by our leaders and agreed that these will be our laws and rules and regulations from now on, which the country people will follow. We celebrate 26th November as Law Day. And it was started, these rules and regulations and laws were started from 26th of January. And you have read in class 7 why 26th of January was chosen. Do you remember? Did you people read? I think I taught you all at the batch before that. So, there is a story that goes like this, means actually the fact goes like this, that our leaders initially had selected 26th January to be our Independence Day. They had selected that 26th January will be our Independence Day. So till before 1947, 26th January, they used to celebrate it as Purna Swaraj Day. But then, the British left India and the power had...
Purna Swaraj by the Congress, actually.
By the
Congress.
Yes, absolutely. The Congress was the main party back then. They did not have so many parties like BJP, like this one, Aam Aadmi Party, Trinamool. Those were not there. Those are newer parties formed much later on. So Congress was the main party. So they used to do this. So that is why to celebrate 26th January, they have selected it.
But there was no freedom then. There was no freedom. The British were there, but still Congress, they wanted.
We will declare our country free on this day. So to, it's like our goal. So to celebrate that goal or to make you remember that goal, to fight for that goal, you need a day or something. So it was like we will choose this day, and by this day we will get freedom. This will be our day of freedom. Hence they selected it. Yes, Devdrik, your views.
Yes, ma'am. My views are that in a dictatorship or a monarchy, people misinterpret religion as per their own needs, and in a democracy, people misinterpret laws as per their own needs.
Lots of things happen. Yes,
Ma'am,
I will not
civics.
say. Tell.
Ma'am, I found out why we cannot remember so many civics things. I believe that civics is quite boring, and it is much more boring than history. History is not that boring, but civics is more boring. It's
actually
I stand against you.
Rules.
I think the opposite.
Actually, civics rules and things that are there is quite a few things which you need to understand and remember and write it. Yes, but
it's like studying political science. It's like studying political science.
Civics is the base of political science. If anybody takes up political science and you want to be a government officer, like all those people who are working in Novanno. So if you want to crack WBCS and all those exams, whereby you get a post in the government, you have to be very, very good with all these things. So there are two fields where these rules and regulations are very important. If you want to be an IAS officer, so Indian Administrative Service under the central government, so all the big officers who work, first is Prime Minister, then you have a group of ministers who are the other ministers, and under them they have they are ruling they are managing each department. So there are many people who are working in those departments. So if you want to work in such a place, in a high government post, go around in a, you know, government car written there with the tattoo, so you have to be very good in civics. That is, you need to
Ma'am,
know
actually,
what
these
is wrong.
people control the country. It is these people that run the country, not
They are the ones who are, you know, the government officers have their own power. So many times, many things are needed in this regard. So if you study well, you can be, of course, I feel anybody can crack if you study well, and these things, you know, that you learn in school, these are very helpful later on. I have seen some of my friends, two of my friends who have been preparing for WBCS, means West Bengal Civil Service, means working in the West Bengal government, state government, and IAS is working under central. Career options. Believe me, these are very good career options if you can crack it. But it's very difficult to crack. But once you get it, it's a very good job and a very good.
Ma'am, let me get it in one chance only.
By chance only? Why?
No, like one chance. In one attempt also they get it. They crack it.
Some are there who get it in one chance, which is great. He will become president and ban plastic, Aurojyoti. That is a good thing. So I would really appreciate that if you ban it. Please don't forget me. And you know, I'll go and poke you, then do this for me and do that for me if you become president. Okay, now we are to go ahead with geography. Oh, why I said all this? So happy Republic Day in advance to all of you. And what I would like to remind you is that after Republic Day, the day after Republic Day, 27th is your geography exam. So it will be, it's in two parts. I have divided it. So one part will be written first.
Mom, what did you say, Mom? What
did I
date did you mention, Mom?
27th, the day after Republic Day, I was saying. This Thursday, that is what I said
Okay.
last week also. So Thursday,
And ma'am, can I ask something?
yes, please.
So like the exam will be half written and half Vicon. So the Vicon test will be fully objective.
The
Or will
Vicon
there be
test
some
will be
subjective?
Vicon test, yes. Since class 10s are having a part MCQ and a part written, and you all are going to class 9, so 9s will also be having their exam in the same way. So I have also decided to take it in two parts. So a part will be written. So I'm just telling you this, all of you will join the class first. I'll share the question paper. You will write down the answers only. No need to copy the questions. And then I will also, at the same time, I will switch on Vicon also. So Vicon will be an MCQ part. So it will be MCQ in Vicon. You all will solve the Vicon MCQ part after this. So I'll keep total 50 minutes for the exam. I have thought you should be able to finish within 50 minutes. It will be an exam of around 25 marks. Okay. India physical divisions and India climate, natural vegetation, wildlife. So 50 minutes is good enough time. Still, I will keep it open from, you have class with me at 10. So 10 to 11. You need to finish both. Once you finish the Vicon part also, then click pictures and send it to me. Is that clear? So this,
Yes, ma'am, but ma'am, is the Vicon test this one? India -1 physical divisions to climate, natural vegetation, wildlife. Is it this one?
There will be, yes, there will be a test. So I'll set it that for you. Don't worry about that. Okay, so I'll keep it for you. You will get to see it that day. Okay, now are we good to start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are going, before I proceed, I want to ask one question, that is there any doubt with India? Is there any questions related to India, especially the climate part, or any question related to the physical divisions, anything that you are finding that it is a little difficult or not clear? no questions at all. So I can take it that everyone is very clear with it. What?
No, ma'am, I don't have any doubts.
Okay, then I would like to tell you, then we are
Ma'am, being frank, only when we study the entire chapter properly can we have doubts. I haven't studied the entire chapter properly, so I don't really have any doubts.
What?
Same thing with me, ma'am.
What a confession. Early in the morning, Kaustav Chatterjee, wait, I'm telling your mom that Kaustav Chatterjee is telling that I need to see.
One day before test preparation enough.
This is what you do. Then the day before the test, you will not sleep and all study, and then
One day before test, no knowledge. One day after test, no knowledge. Only knowledge on the day of test.
means no improvement. Look at the future of this country. One day before and one day after. That is why all these things can happen. So we keep forgetting, oh, whatever happened in the past, let us get over it. Too much, Kaustav. Start studying from today. So I want you all to revise and be prepared by Thursday very, very well. Both the topics. One is a revision topic, but this climate topic should be very clear to you. Okay, now we are going to go ahead with Asia, because Asia too, you have in your summative part. Now, last day I just started discussing about hold on a minute, just 1 minute. Yes, where is the Asia map gone that I was, oh, here. Yes, found it. So yeah, okay, let me start share screen. Yes, so this is the Asia map. Here, can you all see the latitudes, longitudes? It's very small. Can you all see?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
More or less the latitude
Yes, ma'am.
is very small here, but I want you all to have an idea about Asia. There is another map that I have kept it open. This is a little bit bigger, but in a way a little better for the physical part. So first thing about Asia is mostly in which hemisphere? The northern.
Northern.
Yes, if you look at this map of Asia, if you please refer to your atlases for this, when you see, you will see only a little part of the islands come under the southern hemisphere, while most of Asia, especially the main landmass, comes into the northern hemisphere. So 10 degrees south to 80 degree north, almost up to the Arctic Circle, you have the continent of Asia, which is the largest continent. So, you know, Asia's southern part will be in which heat zone? Tell me, Asia's southern part will be
And torrid zone.
torrid zone. Exactly. You will find 3 very important latitudes passing through Asia. Again, this map is very, very small to show the latitudes and longitudes. But anyway,
Ma'am, you can open it in another tab. Just click it.
I'm opening it in another tab, but this is okay. Let me see if this works. Will this increase in size, or will this get this?
No,
is
ma'am,
the-
if you go back, they give a link to go to the original website.
but I have opened this Pinterest one, which is not because this is the best one with latitudes and longitudes given properly. This one's latitudes and longitudes are so so not clear. Most of the maps don't have a proper latitude and longitude. Just hold on a minute. Let me try this one once. Okay, this one does have 3 important latitudes passes through Asia. Again, you will not be able to understand it this way. One is equator, which passes through the southern part of Asia. You know, through the Indian Ocean. While doing India, we know. So cutting through Indonesia and all, you have the latitude equator. So from 10 degrees south to around 23 and a half degree north is the torrid zone. 23 and a half degree north is what latitude?
Tropic of Cancer.
Very
Tropic of
good.
Cancer.
Very good, Bhanupriya. Tropic of Cancer. So 10 degrees south, Asia doesn't, in the southern hemisphere, it doesn't reach till the Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn passes through Australia. So, from 10 degrees south to the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23 and a half degree north, which passes through the middle of India. So you can take this part till this part, you will see that Asia lies in the torrid zone. And absolutely, if I move to this map, absolutely towards the north of Asia, absolutely the northern part of Asia, the northern part of Russia, you have what we call as Siberia. Have you heard about this place? Siberia. Very
Yes,
cold.
ma'am, the Siberian cold winds.
So
The
these
Himalayas block them.
absolutely, the absolute northern part of Asia lies above the Arctic Circle. What is the value of the Arctic Circle? Let's see who remembers.
60 degree. 60 degree.
60 something. Close enough. What is the value of the Arctic Circle?
And a half.
66 and a half. 66 and a half degree north is the Arctic Circle. Yes, Jito Shom. Correct answer. Absolutely. Absolutely. 66. Remember this. 23 north, 23 and a half north, Cancer, Tropic of Cancer. 23 and a half south, Tropic of Capricorn. 66 and a half north is Arctic Circle. And 66 and a half south is
Antarctic Circle.
Antarctic Circle. So above Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle starts the frigid zone. So you can already see Asia extends up to 80 degree north latitude. So of course 60 to 80, that entire region which becomes the extreme northern part of Asia with Russia, the parts of Russia, the northern part of Russia, it comes under the frigid zone. Okay, it's 80 degree and a little far from the north is basically the North Pole. Okay, now Asia has climate which is extremely hot, with the hottest regions of the world, to the climate which is temperate in between, okay, temperate regions in between, and extremely cold in the far north. Coming to longitude, let's come to this map of Asia. No, this map of Asia doesn't show it to you so well. Hold on a minute. Coming to longitude, Asia extends from 170 west to 26 east. Okay, 26 east. So where did that map go? This one. Yes, this map only, the one that I was showing. Can you see this red line here? Can you see this red line here, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is basically called the international date line. Do you know which longitude is called the international date line?
Ma'am, is it the 180 degree north longitude?
180 degree longitude. Longitudes are not divided into north and south. Latitudes, quick revision of latitude and longitude.
I'm sorry.
Latitudes divide the earth into northern and southern hemisphere. And latitudes help us find the heat zones of the world. Longitudes divide the earth into time zones. Each longitude consists of 4 minutes time. The earth means, because latitudes and longitudes are imaginary lines, so we have made them so that we can calculate time, the longitudes. And when we look at intersections of latitudes and longitude, where each latitude longitude cut, they form one small box, they are called grids, and grids help us in finding the location of places. So each longitude is 4 minutes. Longitude, the prime meridian divides the earth into which two hemispheres?
Eastern and Western.
Eastern and Western, absolutely. Eastern and Western hemisphere. Most of Asia lies in the Eastern hemisphere. Okay, starting from 26° east to 180° east. Basically, 180 passes through almost, almost through the extreme east part of Asia. If you look into this map, if not this map, wait, finding a good map has become a big problem. Wait, just a minute. And that Pinterest map does not increase in size. It is very small. Okay, let me open this map for you. I think this will be a little helpful. Hopefully. Who is this one? Yeah, Eastern and Western. Jitoshom, again, correct answer in the chat box. See, this is the map that is opening. No, this is the map. Okay. If you see here, can you see, children, can you see that this extreme part of Russia, this thing like that is coming out from here, I'm pointing out my
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
basic.
At the open sea.
So you will see this is 175. You can see the 175 longitude marked here. A little bit even far from there. So the 180 longitude is cutting through some islands and all. If I draw the latitudes and longitudes on a circle, longitudes are semicircles which run from the north pole to the south pole. All the longitudes join at the north pole and the south pole. So the 0° longitude, which is 1/2, when it comes from the other half, okay, it is the exact opposite of 0° longitude is the 180° longitude. 180° longitude is called the international date line. Okay, we call it international date line because when you are, this is a very interesting thing. If you are at 175° or 179° longitude, okay, east, and then go to 179° longitude west, you lose 1 day. So difference between, 180 is the main line on either side, east or west, you are losing 24 hours.
Ma'am, that longitude passes through the Bering Strait.
Yes, that longitude is now made to, firstly, what I was showing you in the Pinterest map was that you will see that the longitude is actually a semicircle straight line. It passes through parts of Asia, this extreme corner in Russia part. But what happens was that, for proper calculation of time and date, so that one country doesn't fall into whether a day is lost or whether a day is gained, what it is made is the international date line is crooked and curved to ensure that no land falls in it. No land should fall there. Okay, and all the islands are either kept on the western side or on the eastern side. So you will see 180 passes through the middle of the Bering Strait. So this is North America. This little part, if you see, this is North America, this is Asia. They are separated by the Bering Straits. You remember what is a strait and an isthmus?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? A strait is a narrow water body connecting two bigger water bodies. In this case, the Pacific and the Arctic, and separating two big land masses. Here, in this case, Asia and North America. This is Alaska of North America. And an isthmus is just the opposite. It connects two big land masses and separates two.
Isthmus of Panama.
Isthmus of Panama. Very good. Isthmus of Panama connecting North America and South America. Okay, so you have the Bering Sea and the Bering Strait here. From here, basically, a little bit part of Asia falls in the Western Hemisphere from 180 to 170. So 10°, this little part comes under the Western Hemisphere. Otherwise, entirely Asia comes under the Eastern Hemisphere. Okay, is that clear? And Asia is such a big country. It has several time zones. If you visit Russia, from one part of Russia to another part of Russia, you will find you have crossed and time has completely changed. If you ever travel via air or so, you will see time is, the time zones are completely up and down. Ayushman, you have visited Russia, na? Ayushman,
Yes, ma'am.
which part did you go?
I did not go. My father went.
Oh, your father went. Okay.
There
So,
was the 2018 World Cup that
You said
oh,
you also were.
okay.
I
That is
forgot.
if you ever visit this place, you will find one country having several time zones. Even the case for America, it is such a big country that one part of the country to another part of the country, if you travel, it's very difficult to keep a track of one time zone throughout the country. Hence, the country is divided into 3 time zones. Anyway, so Asia, if you
Ma'am, actually, ideally, there should be 24 time zones with 1 hour difference, but because of stupid bureaucracy, big countries like China also have just one time zone, and that's very disturbing for a few because if they live on the western side, 6 a.m. At 6 a.m. sun does not rise if they live on the western side.
if people live on the western side and eastern side, there is a difference. Actually, the world is divided into around 14 time zones based on longitudes that has been decided upon. And some countries do decide to follow their own. Like India follows one time zone, but that is okay for India because India's eastern and western part, if you travel from east to west or west to east, the time difference between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat comes for around 2 hours. So 2 hours can be adjusted. Hence, we take the middlemost longitude of India, which is 83 degree 30 minutes. Yes, India's time longitude, international IST, India Standard Time, Indian Standard Time. Okay.
But then Bangladesh is half an hour. Like
Half an
if
hour
you see
before.
yes, ma'am, but if you see the Seven Sisters, they still follow the same thing, like India's IST, Indian Standard Time.
They are, Northeast follows India. So that is what I said. Arunachal to Gujarat, they are coming under one type, as Debrik noted, as Debrik mentioned that it's all about the government also. This is the government of India that is following this. So all throughout India, we follow this time zone. Now, coming to Asia, one important thing about Asia, water bodies surround it. Actually, if you look at Asia, it's a huge peninsula. It's a huge peninsula surrounded by water bodies on 3 sides. And one side, it is connected to the continent of what?
Europe and
North America.
And North America. It is connected. Europe. Yes.
And Europe and Africa too.
North America. It is separated from North America by the Bering Sea. And it is connected. If you look at the continent of Asia, it's a huge peninsula. That is what I was saying. It's a huge peninsula surrounded by water bodies on 3 sides. North is which ocean? Tell me.
Arctic Ocean.
Arctic Ocean.
Arctic Ocean. Absolutely. South is which ocean?
Indian
Southern Ocean.
Indian Ocean. Far south, it will be Southern Ocean, but actually, mainly the southern part is all these areas are covered by the Indian Ocean. East is which ocean? Eastern side?
Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. And west is what?
Mediterranean Sea.
West, there is the Mediterranean Sea, but Mediterranean Sea doesn't cover the full part. So it is connected to which landmass?
Ma'am, Europe.
Europe. Together,
and Africa.
Asia makes Eurasia. We call it together, Europe and Asia makes Eurasia. Yes, now coming to, you have the Ural Mountains. There is the Ural River, Ural Mountains, Ural River, Caspian Sea, Black Sea. So this is how the map has been made. This is for projection. It has got tilted a little bit. And the, Mediterranean Sea, if you look at that, Mediterranean, more than Mediterranean, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Ural Mountains and you have Ural River, basically Ural Mountains. These separate Asia from Europe. You will find Caspian Sea, Black Sea, Ural Mountains sharing border areas. So one part of it comes under Asia, one part of it is, shared by Europe. Like India Himalayas, one part is shared by Nepal, one part is shared by India. One part goes to China, one part, so the border area mountains. Okay, in the same way, we have the Ural Mountains or Ural Mountains, Caspian Sea and Black Sea, which shares the boundary, which divides the landmass of Europe from the landmass of Asia. Okay. Russia.
Ma'am, we studied this in class 7, isn't it?
We studied this when we were doing Europe. Now we are doing Asia, hence we are doing a recap. Russia is one country which stretches all across the northern part of this big landmass. Okay, this entire landmass. So Russia is one country which has a part of it in Asia and a part goes to Europe. A part of it is in Asia and part goes to Europe. Asia is a country, has a vast country. Like if you see Asia as a continent has a vast country like China. Then it has a very, very small country like the Maldives. You will find a very small country like Maldives is also a part of Asia. All right, so Asia is a very diverse land. Okay, this has all writing and this is very small, so you cannot read it.
Ma'am, can I tell something?
Yes, please, absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. It's about Asia only. Russia is the largest country in Asia, but China has the most population.
We say Russia is one of the largest countries, but a part of Russia goes to Europe. Hence, we actually consider even China. Yes, as you said, absolutely true.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
India, and you have smallest countries like Maldives, which is small group of islands in the Arabian Sea. So you will Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, those and Lakshadweep Islands is there, Andaman and Nicobar, such small places. Though Andaman, Nicobar, Lakshadweep comes under India. So we say Maldives is one country which is very small. Again, coming to Asia, Asia has there is a very big confusion related to border between Europe and Asia. You will find many confusions, some confusions, like a country called Armenia. Armenia is entirely in Asia, but it is called to be a European country due to governance. Which
Cyprus
government
also.
has got power, which government is having what control and all those. Armenia is a country, Armenia is a region in Asia, which you will find to be a part of they call it, if you see the location, it's in Asia, the continent of Asia, but it is actually, politically, it is called to be a part of Europe, geographically a part of Asia. Just this same thing can be noted for Alaska. Alaska is geographically a part of,
Canada.
Yeah, but do you know under what country it comes?
America.
From the US.
US, yes, it's connected to Canada. For Greenland, you will find this. Greenland is geographically a part of the American plate, North American plate, but Greenland is then again, the control is with Europeans. So these things, these are geopolitics.
Ma'am, Cyprus also. Cyprus
is another one. Yes. True. Another thing to let me ask you, if you remember this also you have done, Asia as a continent is separated. So Asia has another peninsulas within the big peninsula. You have Indian Peninsula, you have the Arabian Peninsula. So the Asia is separated from Europe by the Ural Mountains, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, we know. Asia is connected to Africa via the Asia is connected to Africa. This is Africa via what? It starts with S.
Suez Canal.
Very good. Isthmus Suez, not Suez Canal. Suez Canal connects Red Sea with Mediterranean, the Isthmus of Suez. Yes, it's a small narrow land which connects them. So all of you, after this, open the map of Asia, look at its location, look at the important latitudes and longitudes passing through it. Important longitude as such we will not find, but because 0° longitude passes through Britain. So Asia is mostly in Eastern Hemisphere, little part in Western Hemisphere. Asia is mostly in Northern Hemisphere, little part in Southern Hemisphere. Asia has 3 important latitudes: equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle. Hence, a part of it is in torrid zone, a part in temperate, a part in frigid. Okay, especially the northern part. Asia is a huge peninsula surrounded by 3 water bodies: Arctic North, Indian South, Pacific East, connected to Europe by on one side via land to Europe. That is the land.